The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. They run. Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. Hey, exit. The 29-yard line.
From the 29, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Runs through the contact. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Lock in, lock in. Check 43. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, echo.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Mike 7. Mike 7. All right,
throwing here, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
4 down, 4 down. 7's a Mike. Record.
Now Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Trubisky now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Keep it up. 7's a Mike. Mike 7.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Alert. Mike 7. Mike 7. Danny.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Get out the field, defense. 18.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Amir Abdullah. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
180.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Mike 7, Mike 7. Here we go, D. Here I come, here I come.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky looking deep for Gabriel. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Parkey with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if somebody got the
now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Pressure, and he's taken down. A sack. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection.
And it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At the 13-yard line.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And, we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Hey, Delta. 58.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Mike 8. Alert. Mike 8.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Gonna let one foot. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Go.
Now Allen going to throw again toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw, and that will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Going for it on 4th down. Allen, and it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Check 50. Check 50.
First down, a run with Cohen. He'll have a first down inside the 10. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We got to step it up. Back.
They'll run forward Tariq Cohen. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Parkey with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
Vikings 14. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Roquan Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". He can't hang. He's not go.
Now Allen again. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Half. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58. Hey, orbit. Strip that ball.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Wide. Get wide. Bravo.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Allen, and he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Khalil Mack, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Put up. 180. I got you.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Stephen Weatherly able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to finish.
Now it's Trubisky. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Anthony Barr make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Hey, Charlie! 58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen! Watch middle. Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Throwing again on second down. Allen, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. To the air, Allen. And that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? That's what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and now it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 7. Exit.
Buzz.
7. Mike 7.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken in the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Down 80! Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Wild Bill. Half 10.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
High 7. Drop deep, drop deep. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You can't block me. You can't block. Middle. 58, the Mike.
Allen will try again on second down. Left side caught by Diggs. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Vikings first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 78 yards. And the Vikings are able to get a score back. Bailey got the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Go, go!
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's at least
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A toss to Cook.
You ain't going nowhere.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
You don't want no problem with me.
By Derwin James.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
Let's go.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike, 58, right there.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
58 to Mike, 58.
Allen now from the gun, he'll throw. And complete, right side to Cook. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Let's get off the field.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders.